Hey guys, Lords of Gaston coming to you with a hardcore team deathmatch. It's going to be my first Call of Duty Ghost video. This is on Chasm, and I'd have to tell you, this is a different kind of Call of Duty than what we are used to. There's not the run and gunning, fast paced, small map thing that the last couple of games have turned into. These are huge maps. They're they're like World at War size maps set up kind of like a Modern Warfare 2 type of map, and it's just a whole different kind of experience, and I think that is a good thing. I hope that most people see this as a refresh on the series as opposed to them just going way out of the way and just making a cluster, which I think a lot of people are probably going to think. If you are the run and gunner little map kind of guy, you're probably not going to like this game. They add a lot of elements that are different, a lot of things that don't really make sense in the Call of Duty world. I'll tell you one thing that right off the bat, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, is the terrain. The terrain is just crazy. I mean, there's so many spots for people to hide in. There's so many areas that are not level. You're running at an angle, which makes firing harder when you go close quarters, or even if you're trying to, pick somebody off from a distance. There's a lot of different things going on in this game, and if you're used to being the guy that just rushes the spawn, I think you're going to hate this game. And I know that's a huge population of the community. I know a lot of the big YouTubers are like that, and I guarantee that they're going to hate it. They're going to say this is the worst game ever. This is worse than Modern Warfare 3. Da 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 da. But I think that they actually made a good choice in updating the type of style that this game is. It's going back to the kind of core of what Call of Duty was, where it's more of a gun game. It's not about all these ridiculous perks and ridiculous kill streaks and how people can just figure out how to work the system with spawn trapping and EMP spams and throwing C4 around like it's sandwiches, and that's something you hear all the time, C4 sandwich. But it's just a different kind of game, and you know what? I'm really liking it. It's kind of reminding me of the fun that I had back when I was playing World at War and the original Modern Warfare COD 4. Um, I don't really see anything that's just kind of outlandish and weird. It is taking me a while to. You'll see that I am kind of running and gunning here, although I do stop every once in a while. I don't run and gun. I don't like to run and gun, but the last couple of games have kind of forced you to. If you didn't, you couldn't really get anywhere with those games, and it's taking me a while to get back into the habit of moving around slowly and working the map like I used to. Like in the original Black Ops, and before that, I always worked the outside of the maps. I moved slow. I always did good, but the last couple of games, it kind of forces you to run, and I like the fact that they've slowed it down a little bit. I mean, you can still run if you want, but I guarantee you're going to get your ass shot off. There's so many elevated positions. There's so many buildings with windows. There's so many things that people can do. You're going to see people camping like you haven't seen them camp in a long time, because there's these huge maps like that right there. The guy up on the top of that train, that'd be a perfect place to camp, because you could sit there and wait. You're going to have people coming down the stairs. You're going to have people coming down the tunnel. And you could just sit there and just plug them and take them out and never have to move, and probably get a pretty decent score with some pretty decent kill streaks. So we just haven't seen a game like that in a while. And it's, I'm not saying it's necessarily a good thing, because it's frustrating when you're walking around or running around like that dude up there. He took out both of us, I'm not saying it's a great thing, but it's different. And I think that's going to really piss a lot of people off. You're going to see a lot of bad reviews about how, oh, this is just a revamped Modern Warfare 3, but worse, with these crappy maps. And it's the same kind of stuff you hear when you hear people talk about World at War. I thought World at War was an awesome game. I love the size of the maps. I love the fact that you could actually be like a real sniper. And I think that they've gone back to that. I think here you can be a real sniper. You can get a decent rifle. You can go up in a tower. You can snipe down. You don't have to be a quick scoper or a 360 idiot or any of that kind of stuff. You can be a real sniper. And people just don't like that. It had turned into, it went from a good kind of first-person shooter game to an arcade shooter. And that's something you'll hear a lot. And I totally agree with that. I think the last couple games, although I like Black Ops 2, I think a lot of it was just stupid. It just had become so kind of stale, and I think that they refreshed it. I think they added some environment stuff in it that's really weird. When you're running on angles, you're slanted a lot of the time. It makes for a whole different experience when you're in a gunfight in an area like that. You've got so much more ground to cover. I have yet to spawn right into somebody's bullets, or I've yet to spawn right where somebody kills me. And I'm liking this. I have to say, I've only played it for a couple hours. I've only leveled up to, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6. Haven't really unlocked much. But I'm liking it so far. And it's something that's nice, because I really do enjoy Call of Duty, but the last couple of games I've really been struggling. with the whole idea of it, because it just wasn't fun anymore. I hated Modern Warfare 3. I liked Black Ops 2, but it was getting a little crazy there after a while too, towards the end when people started learning to exploit it, and after all the patches that they made. I was getting a little burned out, but I think this is going to be a good refresher. It's by far not the best in the series, at least up to this point, but it's definitely different. I think it's gonna revive the Call of Duty community. It might weed out some of the people that I don't think should be in the community anyway. But we'll see. It's a virgin game. It hasn't had its cherry popped yet, and hopefully that won't happen for a while. I hope it stays the way it is for a while, and that's why I wanted to get it. I was kind of debating on whether or not I wanted to get it, because I knew I had read reviews, and I try not to pay attention to people's reviews because I always want to form my own opinion. But I had read terrible things about it, and the gameplay I'd seen on it just looked like garbage. But I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I went out and did it. And I think that since my channel is a gaming channel that has a lot to do with Call of Duty, I need to stay up with the games. I need to buy the new games. So I'm glad I did it. Having fun so far. I love the attack dog, attack dog score streak. That's just so cool. So you get this attack dog named Riley. It's a German Shepherd with a flak jacket. I mean, how cool is that? And that thing will just wreak havoc with you. It runs around with you. If you get separated from it, it'll find you. If you get killed, it'll continue to kill until it gets killed on the battlefield, and it'll continue to run around the map and try to locate you. You can whistle to it to get it to come over. It's pretty cool. There's a couple other streaks that I'm just like, I can't believe they even went there. There's one, I believe it's called Maniac or something similar to that, where it's basically you're superhuman fast, you're wearing a juggernaut suit and a knife. It's just, oh my god. I'm like, what are you thinking? That's like everything that was wrong in Call of Duty right there in one package. I believe it's pretty high, a high score streak to get. I've only ran into it once, believe it or not. It was the very first game that I played. It was a core team deathmatch, and the dude went like 20 and 1 or something like that. Just ran around just knifing people. It was crazy. I don't think we're going to be seeing those huge scoring games like we have in the past. I think this is a different type of game. I think it's it's more team-based. I don't think you're going to see those massive, 148 to 1 kind of games, at least for a while, like you did in Black Ops 2. So I will go ahead and let this video play out. This wasn't a great game. I'm not doing great yet in this game. I went 14 and 18. I was number 1 on my team, but I'm excited. I hope this stays, the way it is. I hope they don't nerf it and patch it and screw it up like they do a lot of times. I hope they just leave it in its raw form for a while and let people play it. And I think we're all going to have a good time. So please like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys watching. I will talk to you later. There'll be more videos to come. More Call of Duty, more Dungeons & Dragons, more StarCraft 2, and of course, everybody's favorite, the more hot girls. Now look at this dog. Look, I shot him like 4 times. He's just like, just ate my face. Man. But I can't get mad because the dog's name is Riley, and that's my daughter's name. So that's my dog. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot, YouTube. You have a good day, and I will see you next time. Lords of Gaston is out.